So this is the intro section to the song. I've left it till last because this is probably going to be the most challenging part, for the reason that there's a couple of little riffs thrown in it as well. It's the intro, so it starts off the song, and it also features in the song as well, so it's played again in the song. The chord sequence for this is more or less the same as the verse chord progression, but because there's a couple of little riffs, it does get a little bit fiddly, and again, for that reason I've left it till the end. It might be optional for what we're trying to achieve for the purpose of this performance, which is 1 week today, for somebody who's not ever played it before and is trying to learn it to play it live, as I mentioned in the intro to this series. So we shall see if that happens, but for the sake of playing it authentically, because it does sound quite nice, even though I'm not really into this type of music, it does add a little bit of glitter to the song, the intro. So as I say, it's the same more or less as the verse progression. So just looking at the progression, the A, then we go down. I use the chord of the C sharp with the G sharp bass. You can just do the G sharp note if you want, on the way down to the F sharp. Then the next bit, there's a riff which is over the D chord. Then we're back to the A, the E, and the A. So that's the chord progression without the riffy bits put in. So if you're going to attempt this, I strongly recommend that you've got the verse bit and that chord progression nailed down completely before trying to put these riffs in, because otherwise you're sort of trying to tackle two things at once. So it'll be a lot easier for you to do it that way. So with that said, let's put the riffy bits in. So the start of the thing is the same. So the start with the A, down to the F sharp minor, and this is when we need our first riff. And you can start to hear the melody of the song as you recognise it from what's on the radio every Christmas. So what am I playing there? I'm starting my B string, my 7th fret on my B string. So the first 3 notes are on my B string. My 2nd string, I'm going to play my 7th fret, my 9th fret, and my 10th fret. That's all on my B string. And then I'm going to play my 7th fret on my E string. If you notice, my hand is in what I call the 7th position when I'm playing that riff. So my first finger is starting at the 7th fret, and I'm using 1 finger per fret. I've talked about finger positioning, hand positioning, but I'm using the 7th position there. So start with my A, a little passing G sharp, down to my F sharp, and I've got my riff. Back to my A. When I play that A, I'm just going to hit my first string, my E string, again on the way back up. So go through it again. My A, passing note on my G sharp, F sharp minor, my riff. A, hit the note on the back up, and then to my E. On my E, I'm playing an E major bar chord there. So what I'm playing is a 7th fret on my A string, and then I'm barring across my 9th fret on the other next 3 strings. That's my normal E 5th chord at that position. There's a little bit of a riff on this as well, so when I've played my E, I'm going to then play my 8th fret on my B string, and then my 7th fret on my E string, and then back finally to my A. So to play that through, it's a little bit faster than that on the song, I think. Certainly the riffage seems to be a little bit. So again, I don't know if we're going to be able to get this in for the project. I've not tried playing it with the capo yet. That's going to be my next video for this intro. Maybe easy with the capo. I'd want to try it, because again, I'm doing these bit by bit, just trying to get them up there to help out with what we're trying to achieve. So it's been good fun learning it, actually, because it's totally outside my wheelhouse. It's not something I normally learn. It's very major. It's very happy, cheery. It's certainly not death metal, so it's always good fun to try something new. So I'll do it. I'll try and do it with the capo and see where we get from there. I don't know if it's going to be easier or harder, because I've not tried it yet. Enjoy.